Hi everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I have another easy dinner recipe for you guys, and I'll be making my turkey meatballs in a creamy mushroom sauce. And this dish is so delicious, so aromatic, and the meatballs are so juicy. You can serve these meatballs with mashed potatoes, pasta, or noodles. You can also make them not with just turkey, but with chicken, pork, or beef. Let me get started and show you just how easy it is to make this incredible dish. And I'm going to start this recipe off with my turkey meatballs. So in a large mixing bowl, I've grated one small onion, and the grated onion is just going to add so much flavor, but also a lot of moisture to the meatballs. And I have a 1 pound flat of ground turkey. Going to add that right in. Next, I'm going to add in 1 large egg, a 1/4 cup of plain breadcrumbs, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of ground coriander, and a bit of freshly ground black pepper, about 1/2 teaspoon, and then a tablespoon each of freshly chopped parsley and some dill. And I'm just using my hands to combine everything together. You don't want to overmix this mixture, otherwise the meatballs will be just really heavy and dense. So give it a mix just until everything is incorporated. And today I'm using a 1 tablespoon scoop, and I'm measuring out the meat for each meatball. I'm just gonna portion it out first, and then I'll roll them. So this just speeds up the process. I measure them first, and then I roll them. And then use your hands to gently roll the portioned meat into nice little meatballs. You can set them back onto the tray. I have my meatballs all shaped, and now I'm preheating a pan. I'm going to add a little bit of some cooking oil in there, and then once this oil is nice and hot, I'm going to start adding my meatballs into the pan to fry them. And I'm going to cook them on medium-high heat and turn them as they start to brown. As they're cooking away, you want to just turn them every couple of minutes until they're well browned all over. It takes about 7 to 8 minutes for the full pan. And as they finish cooking, I'm going to take them out and set them onto a clean tray. I have my meatballs all done. I've taken them out of the pan, and I'm going to use the same pan to make our mushroom sauce. So into the pan, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of butter. Drop that in and let that butter melt first. And then into my melted butter, I'm going to add in 10 sliced mushrooms and 1 large diced shallot. I'm going to toss this all together with that melted butter, and then saute this mixture for about 5 to 6 minutes until the mushrooms are lightly brown and then that shallot is tender and translucent. And this mushroom and shallot mixture is already smelling so incredible. Next, I'm going to add in 4 minced garlic cloves. I'm also going to season this with 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of salt, and about 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Just toss this all together and then let this mixture cook for about 30 seconds to a minute. You don't want that garlic to burn. And once that garlic's cooked, I'm going to add in a splash of white wine, about a 1/4 cup. You can use a Chardonnay or Sauvignon Blanc. Today I'm using a Pinot Grigio. And just let this cook for a couple minutes until that wine is evaporated. But it's going to add some great acidity. If you don't want to use alcohol, you can add about 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice in here. Next, I'm going to add in about 1.5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and this is going to help thicken the sauce. And just mix it into this mixture and let this cook for about 30 seconds to a minute to get rid of that raw flour taste. And now I'm ready to start adding in my milk. I'm going to add a little bit at a time. And today I'm using whole milk, and just use a whisk at first to kind of mix it in with the rest of the ingredients. I added in 2 cups of whole milk. I'm also going to add in 1/2 cup of chicken broth. And now I'm ready to return my meatballs into the pan. So drop them back in, right into the sauce. And now that I have my meatballs back in the sauce, I'm going to let it come up to simmer over medium heat and simmer it for about 10 minutes until that sauce is nicely thickened and we want the meatballs to finish cooking. And my meatballs in this creamy mushroom sauce are almost done. I'm just going to sprinkle some more fresh herbs over the top, some fresh parsley and fresh dill. Let that cook for another 30 seconds and then this is ready to be enjoyed. And today I'm going to be enjoying these meatballs on a bed of mashed potatoes. So just grab a spoon and plop a good amount of the meatballs right on top. And don't forget to add lots of sauce as well. This sauce is almost like a gravy for these potatoes. It's going to be so delicious. And that's it, guys, for my turkey meatballs and creamy mushroom sauce. For the full recipe, don't forget to head on down into that video description box. I have a link there that'll take you over to my website so you can print this recipe off and share it with your family and friends. Now, time to dig in and enjoy. Now, today I'm eating it with some mashed potatoes. This is also really great with noodles or pasta or even a rice dish like my easy mushroom rice. That'd also be a great way to serve it. I'm gonna dig in and get a little bit of everything, and I just love the sauce. It's so creamy and rich. These turkey meatballs are just wow, so much flavor, aroma, texture going on here. I love that the meatballs are just so juicy and flavorful, all thanks to that grated onion that we added into the meatball mixture. Not only does it add flavor, it adds moisture and it just makes the meatballs extra delicious. If you're looking for your next easy dinner recipe, give this one a try. I guarantee you it's gonna be a family favorite. Don't forget to head over to my website for the full recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed this dinner dish at home, and I'll see you next time with a new recipe.